Hi everyone, this is Rick. It's kind of a bold statement to say, but Satan can speak the truth. And we all know Satan is the father of lies, he's the father of deception. So why do we say he can speak the truth? Well, you got to remember, Satan is not interested in going after our minds, he's interested in coming after our hearts. And sometimes, if he could speak the truth in order to deceive our hearts, he will do that. Let me give you an example. There was a pastor in New York. His name was David Wilkerson. He was a pastor of Times Square Church, the founder of Times Square Church. He has since passed away. And years ago, when I was first coming into the Spirit and starting to learn about Christ, I used to listen to his sermons online all the time. I loved the way he presented himself. And in one of those sermons, he told a story about a man that he used to come across when he'd walk through Times Square. He was a drunk, a vagrant, lived on the streets, and this man would greet Pastor Wilkerson by calling him a phony. Every time he saw him, he'd say, "Hey, phony, good morning, phony. You're nothing but a big phony." Well, after a while of this, David Wilkerson got a little frustrated with this, and he came across this man, and the man says, "Hello, phony." And Pastor Wilkerson just got angry, turned around, and he said, "The Lord rebuke you." And the man looked at him and said, "Well, that's quite a spirit you have." And David Wilkerson said in his sermon, you know what? The man was 100% right. He was goading him into acting out in an ungodly way, and finally got it. And the minute David Wilkerson acted out in an ungodly way, that man, a servant of Satan, took that opportunity and jumped on him. He told the truth. And because Pastor Wilkerson was listening to the Holy Spirit, he apologized to the man and recognized that the man was right. It doesn't matter where the source comes from. The source could come from something totally evil. And Satan counts on that. Us knowing something is evil, so we won't even listen to what he says. We think everything he says is going to be a lie. And therefore, we won't recognize the truth he's pointing out. But the Holy Spirit in us will recognize that. And just like David Wilkerson, will convict you of that. Don't let pride, because you're a Christian and they're not, blind your heart from the truth, because it is not that individual or the world that's calling you out. It is the Holy Spirit who's convicting you of what the world says. And if you're walking in the Spirit, you will know whether they're telling you lies or making false accusations or speaking the truth. Until next time, God bless.